Virgo, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your May 2021 love reading. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love for May 2021. Hope everybody is doing amazing. Again, this is a general read, so keep that in mind. You always want to make sure you check your other signs, as some months those may resonate with you as well, or add a little more to your story. So again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love for May 2021. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. So these cards are fun. I haven't used them a lot publicly, but I use them in a lot of private reads. The info is in the About section on my channel, but also it's called the Housewives Tarot, and you have to have kind of a sense of humor to use them. I think they're hilarious. I absolutely love them, so hopefully you guys enjoy them as well. So again, any likes, subscribes, comments, if you'd hit the bell icon and subscribe, that helps the channel tremendously. Anybody who's not getting notified, which several people have reached out to me saying they're not getting notified, YouTube is saying you need to have all notifications for my channel on. I guess at least that's what they're saying right now, while you or while they're looking into the reason why people are not getting notified. So keep that in mind. I appreciate everybody who has supported my channel 100%. It's been amazing, and I again appreciate it. If this read resonates with you, hopefully it does, there is the extended link where we cover in detail more of what we discover here and go from there. So again, extended link below and private read information below as well. All right, Virgo, let's get started here. Let's see what is going on for you guys. All right, you have commitment. Well, I don't really know that I need to explain that. I'm happy to get into that if you want. Again, commitment obviously means the togetherness of people and committing to each other. Now, whether this is new or old, I guess that's what we'll find out here shortly. But again, there's something, either a commitment coming your way, you are going to be offering a commitment to somebody, somebody's going to be offering a commitment to you. You get my point. But like I said, this is, you know, two people coming together. There's love here. There's marriage here. There's all sorts of symbolism here. The hearts, everything that could possibly go along with a commitment. Cheesy, I know, but I love it. So Virgo, we'll see. Is this new? Is this old? What is going on in your love life? All right, the first card you have is your current position coming into the month, and you have the Empress. So Virgo, either you're in contact with or looking for this Empress. These cards, for some reason, are very wiggly. The Empress card is a very nurturing card, very motherly, fatherly, maternal, paternal energy. But the Empress card brings peace. So Virgo, this is somebody who brings you peace. This is somebody, again, new or old. We'll see what's going on. But right now, you're either looking for or you found some sort of contentment with the Empress. As I said, a very nurturing, very loving, very instinctual, somebody that you feel very much like protecting, and somebody who possibly feels very much like protecting you if there is somebody present. If not, that's what you're looking for. You're saying, you know, the core values for me are somebody who takes care of me, somebody I can take care of them. You know, this is lifelong. This is legacy. This is somebody that I want to go the distance with, not somebody that, you know, I want to just be friends with, hanging out, friends with benefits. Nothing wrong with that. But what you're looking for has a significant value of the Empress. The next card you have is your current position of how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Wheel of Fortune card. Now, the Wheel of Fortune talks about divine timing, unplanned changes, karmic connection. This is saying, look, the universe will show you or push you in a direction you need to be in or need to think about, or you know, sometimes it's a huge, like, you know, stop, look, pay attention to your surroundings. And other times it's a, you know, slight little, oh, you know, butterflies in your stomach or something, a warm sensation. You get my point. The Wheel of Fortune, though, says that you're kind of waiting. You're in limbo, and not in limbo waiting for somebody to come back, not in limbo necessarily to rush off, you know, with somebody else to, you know, the altar of commitment or anything like that. This is saying, you know, when the person is right or when the timing is right, you'll know, because in, you know, coming in mentally, you're prepared to watch for the signs or to pay attention to what the universe is offering up as guidance. The next card you have is your distant past, over the past 5-10 years. So for some of you, this means a divorce. For some of you, this means a relationship that you had before. And this is talking about, you know, reminiscing in the good times, remembering the good times. The 10 of Cups is family, peace, joy. So Virgo, this says, you know, regardless of relationships gone bad or a marriage, or, you know, this could even represent, maybe you grew up with a happy family of, you know, where, you know, you had parents that, you know, had a good relationship, or maybe it was the opposite, where you had parents who divorced or got married or divorced a lot, or fought a lot, or whatever the case may be. But the 10 of Cups is saying, look, I'm taking the good and separating that from the negativity. So whether it's your relationships, whether it's relationships you witnessed, you know, between parents, grandparents, siblings, whatever it is, the 10 of Cups is what you're taking from it, knowing there's some sort of peace or joy out there for you in finding somebody, in having that physical, mental, emotional connection with somebody. And so the universe is saying this month, Virgo, you're separating out, you know, the negative. You're letting the universe, again, take the wheel, so to speak, but also separating out, you know, whether it's a past person coming back, or, you know, a new person coming in, or somebody in the distant future coming in. What you know is that you want a sense of peace, a sense of joy. And your reads, it feels like over the past month or two, has really talked about somebody that you can feel at peace with, somebody that you, maybe you're used to relationships with a lot of anxiety or negativity or, you know, depression type feelings, and you're ready to find something that you feel grounded with. Okay. The next card you have is your immediate past. So over the past few months, so something not going right with somebody. Now, this may be with an ex, this may be with this past person, but this also could be with just in general, how you're feeling. The Knight of Swords is very hostile, a confrontational energy. So it's almost, this feels separated though, for some reason for me with you guys. So either there's two people from the past, one that, you know, you want nothing to do with, maybe one that you had the divorce with, that you're dealing with kids, or you're dealing with, you know, financial things that still go along with that, or separating of assets, or whatever it is, because this feels like somebody that you're angry with, that this is like done, that this would never reconnect, that you guys would, this would not happen. So it could even be family members. It could be a past job of some sort too. Again, somebody that you're feeling hostile towards. Now, could it be this past person that, you know, you've had on your mind, or that you've thought about before? Yes, but this feels like something different. This is something that's cut off, that would never happen. So maybe you're progressing to something new, and this is the only past person for you, but this seems like a different situation. This seems like there's still some loose ends with somebody that may be a little unpleasant. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about truth. It's about trust. This is about, you know, the king of your domain, so to speak, because the King of Swords is definitely, you know, it's not a, you know, my way or the highway domain. This is taking charge and saying, you know, this is what I'm looking for. And I'm not here to please people. I'm not here to make people happy. I'm tired of trying to make people happy. I'm tired of trying to please everybody and not, you know, and feel like I'm constantly, you know, in this battle of trying to make everybody happy, and yet I'm not happy. I'm miserable. And at the end of the day, yourself, your kids, you know, your loved ones are the ones that count in that. So this is saying, you know, you're strong, you're capable of anything. You're not interested in other people's opinions. Those are, you know, dried up, and this is, you know, you're choosing the battles you want to fight. And if you're fighting for a particular person, or for a particular situation, it's because in the end you're looking at this commitment. This is a battle of, you know, I know what I want. Like, he's going to put this huge shish kebab on that grill, and he's got everything on it he wants, and he's willing to fight for it. So whatever's coming your way, past or present, is something you're willing to fight for. The next card you have is your immediate future. So throughout the month of May, and you have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a very communicative person. So there is communication coming in here. Again, I haven't had anything major to talk about past or present, other than, you know, the 10 of Cups wanting a certain formality, a certain sense of peace from that you may have experienced in the past, but not necessarily with a particular person. The King of Wands is very magnetizing. Somebody who, you know, again, similar to the King of Swords, goes after what they want, knows what they want. But the King of Wands is very charismatic. So this is over the next month, there more than likely you're going to be meeting somebody that you're feeling a draw to, or somebody's going to be very drawn to you, Virgo. This is plans to move forward, and you know, again, a communication and confidence that comes through here. So either you're meeting somebody, or again, there could be a past person coming through here, but not a lot. It's very quiet. It's talking here like big time about this commitment, but who is this commitment, you know, with? Who is this commitment? Because in the past you have kind of this anger, but going forward you also have, you know, needing the truths and kind of setting down the grounding of where you want to be with this person. And then again, the King of Wands is some sort of communication. So this communication coming in with somebody new, or is this communication from the past? The next card you have here is anything tangible that's going to happen. You have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety. It is a mental, this is, you know, mentally, this is how you're going to feel a little bit throughout May. But it's more of, whenever the Nine of Swords comes out, it's somebody's worrying about something that A, you have no control over, and B, isn't necessarily going to happen. So this is like waiting for the other shoe to drop, or something bad is going to happen. But there's nothing here that says something bad has to happen. This is just your worry. Maybe your worry is that, you know, nothing's coming through at all, and what you want is the Empress. What you want is, you know, to have this stability, to have this magnetizing future with somebody, just this ultimate belonging. But again, you're relying on the universe to really give you the signs and show you which direction. It's interesting because it's like you're ready for this person to come in. It's almost like you're setting up house for this person to come in. And I know that sounds strange, but when it's kind of that, you know, if you build it, they will come, from that movie. I loved that movie. That was a great movie. You know, if you build it, they will come. And that's kind of how Virgo, this feels like you're ready for this to come through. You're, you know, feeling on top of your game. You're confident in all areas of your life, but now you're kind of like, okay, what about my love life? Now I'm ready. Like my finances are in order, or I'm feeling confident in other aspects. You know, mentally I'm doing great. Physically I'm feeling better. I'm all of these things. So what about this love? When's this love coming in? The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. And you have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is, this is interesting because the Page of Swords is some sort of message coming in. This is talking about, the Page of Swords talks about, you know, paying attention to the messages around you, which goes very well with the Wheel of Fortune here. But the Page of Swords is saying the message you're waiting for is on its way. And when it arrives, it's going to be crystal clear. Like there's no doubt left in your mind. So this is saying keep your eyes open for that message. So this does suggest possibly somebody from the past coming in. Now, it could be a message from the universe telling you to move forward, or giving you a gut feeling. If you're dating people, there's somebody, you know, coming through here in the future that's going to be somebody that, you know, is going to draw your attention, or, you know, the universe is going to kind of nudge you like, hey, Virgo, hey, you know, this one is somebody to pay attention to. This is somebody to hold on to. But if it's the past coming through, it's going to be a message of, you know, let's see if we can pick up where we left off type energy, or, you know, we want nothing to do with each other. Hope you're well. Just communicating, making sure you and the family are good, you know, hope you're well, thank you, and goodbye. So a lot of different things going on here. Or like I said, nothing at all, and not in a bad way, just you're in the presence of readiness, waiting for that person to come in. See, because this is your hopes and fear for the outcome, and your hope is that you meet this love, that you meet this duality. You have the Lover's card, which is Gemini's card, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, or Gemini placements in your chart. But for a lot of you, there is some sensation here of, I'm waiting for this person to come in. I want my peace, my joy, my family. And for some reason, they said back. So maybe with somebody from the past, or maybe you don't want that past person back, but you want that past energy. Again, you want to be a part of a family, or be a part of greatness in a relationship. Something here that's very significant that, again, brings the peace out, makes you feel good. Because the Lovers, like I said, is your hopes and fears for the outcome. And the outcome is that you're just going to meet like your person, your duality, somebody that obviously you love and care about, and it's reciprocated. Now your outcome here is the Hermit card. Oh, come on, universe. Because the Hermit card is your card, Virgo. So this tells me whenever you show up and you read, it tells me like you're ready, or you're organically, you know, where you're supposed to be to have these divine moments come in, or this divine timing, or the universe to direct you in a certain way. Because the Hermit card, like I said, talks about, well, it's your card, but this also talks about a spirituality factor. The Hermit card says, you know, I'm looking at my spirituality. I'm listening to my gut instincts and, you know, my third eye, or whatever you want to call it. You know, your senses, and paying attention to what's in front of you and what messages you're receiving here. So having the Hermit card come after the Lovers says, you know, again, Virgo, you're ready. You're ready for what's coming at you. The question is who and what is coming towards you. So let's go ahead and clarify. All right, so for your outcome card, you have the Five of Wands. So competition here. This tells me that there's going to be some sort of competition for your time and attention. Either that, or you're competing for somebody's time and attention. But this, it's almost like now that you're set up and you're ready and you're in, you know, your mind's eye of, okay, I want to find that love, that it's going to come at you from different angles, from the past, from the future. That's why that makes perfect sense as to why we're not seeing the past directly and we're not seeing the future directly, because there's going to be both. The Five of Wands is chaos, priorities, and again, competition. So this is going to be you going, all of a sudden, you know, you asked for it, Virgo. You wanted love. You wanted to meet somebody. And now you're going to have a slew of people coming in. You know, isn't that true? When it rains, it pours. Or when one person comes back, they all come back. Or when you meet somebody new, of course, that's when somebody from the past comes back. So that's, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune again, which is interesting because, who else got this? I want to say Pisces got the Wheel of Fortune a lot, and you're also getting the Wheel of Fortune a lot, which, as I said, is that divine timing, that unplanned changes. This is, you know, you can't decide either way. It's going to kind of come at you and be like pushed in your face, and you'll be like, okay, universe, I got it. I pick up what you're putting down here. You know, you're telling me basically to pay attention to the signs, and in my gut and in my, you know, in my body, in my mind, in my soul, I will hear your messages loud and clear. And maybe that's your message. Maybe it is somebody from the past who outshadows the competition, because you have Wailing Tree coming out, which is reconciliation. So very interesting, Virgo. All right. In the extended read, we'll go over this possible reconciliation and clarify a little more. If you're interested, link is below. Thanks, Virgo. See ya.